Welcome, everybody, and we are fired up for another sensational college football matchup. Nobody at home today who can stake their claim in this neutral site showdown. Bowl games are not only a reward for how you played in the regular season, but can be a springboard into next year as well. As we'll see the number 4 team in the country, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on a team from the Mountain West, the Hawaii Rainbow Warriors. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Kickoff team on the field, ready to start this postseason classic. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Offense getting set for first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. And wings it incomplete. David, given the fact that you are a devoted helmet head, I'm not sure that you're aware there are a lot of other festivities around the bowl game. Did you ever experience any of that?
Of course I'm a helmet head. Yeah, spot on, agree with that. But here's the thing. We did a meat-eating contest at the Outback Bowl my senior year. Which squad could eat more steak from Outback? It was absolutely amazing. So I experienced that in all of its glory.
I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
That's a ball that this offense should be able to complete. They had the coverage they wanted. Receiver ran on the route. Just an inaccurate throw by the quarterback.
And the crowd bringing the energy, trying to help this defense get off the field on 3rd and 10. Scrambling away. He'll pull it down.
That's what I love about dime personnel packages, especially on 3rd down, is one, you've got faster guys out there to cover these receivers and these targets, but two, you can rally to the quarterback if he takes off. And yeah, he was able to get a couple yards, but you're not letting him go to the house, and now you're setting up 4th down.
They are backing up their pregame words. Their first drive of the game, 4th down in their own end, and they're going for it. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the first down.
There are not a lot of head coaches that I think are willing on their opening drive to go for it on 4th down, especially in that kind of field position. This head coach ain't scared. He believes in his running back. He believes in his offensive line to go pick it up, and that's exactly what they did.
The Buckeyes have it with a 1st and 10. Toss to the outside. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
Well, nice job there by the running back. They toss it to him, and he's able to kind of weave his way for a very good game for this offense.
8-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short. To the ground with the back. At the 45 on his way. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down. And the Buckeyes are marching down the field. Handoff from the gun. Some belief in that running game as they pick up 5 to the 35-yard line.
Hey, 5 to 6 yards a pop. I don't know if you guys are really good at math, but that usually equals a 1st down every couple carries. So don't forget about the run game. Keep them honest, pound that rock.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Right back to the well. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
Going for it all. And he's got it. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Well, you know this offensive coordinator scripts his opening 10, 15 plays, and they went 9 plays and scored a touchdown. Everything working perfectly. They look like a well-oiled machine early in this game offensively.
The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied and the timeout is gone. And the PAT makes it 7-0. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive, and they pay it off with a strike from 38 yards out. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And that is not what they were after. Kickoff sails out of bounds, an excellent field position for this offense. Here comes the offense on first down. Looking downfield, it's Shager. He's going to run it. They finally get him on the ground, but the big running play moves the change for the first down.
Man, how tough is this guy to defend? He drops back, everything tells you pass, and then he scrambles and gets the first down. Just so hard to defend.
Now it's 1st and 10 from the 46-yard line. The run from the shotgun. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
Just a simple power play. Again, not sexy, run the ball up the middle, physicality, offensive line gets to assert themselves, run block, what they love to do. This pays dividends down the road in the 4th quarter.
He's going to pass on 2nd down. He's got his man. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. He'll come out throwing on first down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection this time. He's got it. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Direct snap. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Hawaii.
And what a push up front by this offensive line. Everyone playing in unison, driving out of their stance, working into the 2nd level, hats on hats, creating a lane for that running back.
He'll try to tack on one more. Bangs it through for an extra point. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished it off with the score from the 4. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. Just one of those mistakes that can't happen as the kickoff goes out of bounds. So the decision has been made and the coach will take the penalty. First down here for the offense. Use the play fake, now to throw. Time to take a shot. Grabs it up to 25 in stride. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Buckeyes! Quarterbacks love receivers that can get separation, but that amount of separation is a little excessive.
I agree, Reese, and I think the defense needs to have a little powwow on the sidelines and talk about what just happened, because that was an absolute busted coverage on the back end. Defense can't keep playing with it.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Hawaii ready to go back to work on offense. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want it. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So on this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Quarterbacks talk about it all the time. They love the clean pocket where they can step up, throw the football. That is not what they had. Nice job by the defense, beating the offensive line, disrupting the timing, and getting a nice clean hit on the quarterback.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Back to throw, it's Shager. It's complete to the left. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
Quick completion on the out. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down.
One of the things that makes this guy so dangerous is how good he is after the catch. If he's got any space around him, he's able to burst. He's able to make people miss and get extra yards for his offense. You saw it right there.
The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. And the Rainbow Warriors will line it up on 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Using the quick game. He's brought down. Solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down.
And that is exactly why you stick to running the football. Haven't had a lot of success, but boom, you pop one, right? That's what you got to do. You cannot become one-dimensional and just throw the football every down. Love the offense sticking to the run. Nice job getting the first down.
And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. They might have the defense's head spinning a little bit now. Hit him with a big run, now they hit him with a big pass.
Man, it's so hard to defend both. You know that. Which coverage do I want to put? Do I want to put more people in the box to stop the run? When you've got this kind of balance on offense, the defense can't be right.
They get him on the ground, but it's a first down.
Well, it's not a home run, but it's just enough by the running back to move the chains.
On first down from the 13-yard line. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Looking downfield, it's Shager. They're trying to get to it. He caught it, and he will score. Touchdown, Hawaii.
Love the play design on offense because you get your playmaker, the guy you want with the ball in his hands. You get him open, easy throw for the quarterback. Receiver does the rest, put 6 up on the board.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And it's up and good. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. And they finish things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you've got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Let's see if they go back to the air on second down. Looking for a man, it's Howard. Trying to get to him. He's going to take off. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. It's complete. A huge pickup. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. The Buckeyes getting set on 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Unloads it left. Makes the grab. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. And as the first half draws near to a close, here comes the field goal unit. That is no good. After that failed field goal attempt, fellas, still tie ball game. We've got a good one going here in the third quarter, all tied up as he's set to kick it away. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Hawaii offense returns to the field. Trying to set the tone on the ground in the third. And he'll pick up the first down after a tough run there.
That has got to be demoralizing if you're on defense because they just ran the ball right up the middle, down your throats, and they gashed you.
Offense has it at the 28 on first down. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Back to pass, it's Shager. Gets it out fast. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42. That was a really nice catch and an even better run after the grab.
Yeah, and get the ball to your playmaker. What's good about having him in the slot is he can go either direction. You can get him matched up on somebody that's not as fast. And you watch, he can run away from those linebackers or safeties.
They'll throw it on first down. And he can't escape, and down he goes. And how about with this Buckeye defense. This is not all flash and score around here these days.
And when you've seen Ohio State really be great and make those playoff runs, you always pick out those big defensive linemen that can get their hands on the quarterback and get him on the ground like they did right here.
On second down, he's looking downfield. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
You got to love the aggressive nature this defense is playing with right now, and you're seeing the athletes and the dudes they've got up front. A sack on the last play. They hit the quarterback on this last one. Now third down, you know they're going to be pinning their ears back.
On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line.
That's a beautiful pass and catch. I love the job the quarterback does manipulating the defense with his eyes. He froze that safety, and that allowed his receiver more room to work his route.
To the air on first down. Fires to the wideout. It's complete. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
Love the accuracy on that curl throw by the quarterback, putting it right in the numbers, right in the breadbasket of his wide receiver.
Down to the 18-yard line, it's first and 10. Red pass, it's complete. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. To the air, it's Shager. He's got it. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
Nice job there by the receiver on the out route, not telegraphing where he's going. He can't be peeking to the outside, giving the defender an opportunity to break on the ball. He kept his eyes right down the field. DB had no idea where he was going, and that helped make that completion a whole lot easier.
Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge. Can the D deny them on second and goal? Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. Looking to throw on second down. Touchdown, Rainbow Warriors! They've got the lead here in the fourth.
Offense slips the running back out of the backfield. Nobody decides to cover him. My man makes the play. Shows off the hands first. Got to make the catch first. Does the rest. Walks in the end zone for the touchdown.
Lining up with a PAT. The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. The kickoff team takes the field to boot this one away. On the run from inside his own 5. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Scanning the field, it's Howard. Looking for a deep man. And he gets the foot down. It's a catch deep along the left sideline.
What a beautiful throw and catch on this play, and I love the job the receiver did tracking the ball in the air. Nice job of locating the throw and then hauling it in.
Trying to find his man on first down. quickly complete. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
Big play in the passing game there, and I like the receiver gearing down in the zone. Did a nice job finding the soft spot on defense between the defenders, giving the quarterback an easy target to throw to complete that throw.
Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
Oh, the QB so lucky that that one wasn't picked off. These are small windows to throw into down here in the red zone. Defense tipped it up in the air. A lot of defenders lurking around. Lucky that ball hit the ground.
Buys a little extra time. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
QBs do a really good job of feeling pressure and trying to get away from it. You can see he wants to, but there's nowhere to go. Great job by the defense. Get him to the ground for no gain.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
Interesting call here for the head coach, too, because you need a touchdown. Now it's 4th and long. You could kick the field goal and cut into the lead, but depends on how much you trust your defense right now. They may go for this one, guys.
On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Lets it fly. And that one is picked off in the end zone. Got room on the return. The 40. Running inside the 20. Oh, that was a terrific return as he takes it to the 9. And as they come to the line, they have the lead and they have the clock on their side. 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. No reason to rush here. You want to be efficient. You want to finish the deal. You might as well milk that clock.
100%. Make it tick. The clock is your friend. You've got the lead. You've got the football in good position. Hang on to it and milk that clock.
Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
And that's exactly what you would expect from this offense. Listen, when you're in that 1 to 2 minute range and you got the football and you got a lead, it's smash mouth, it's keep that clock running, it's ground game. So interesting now on this 3rd down what they do next, but we got to keep that clock moving.
They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's 3rd and goal. They'll go with a direct snap. Who delivers to contact? Touchdown, Warriors! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. These guys are starting to separate themselves a little bit now, and it could get ugly if there's no answer coming up.
Nail me coffin. You know, we're supposed to keep everybody involved in this game, right? Keep them excited, reason to tune in. Well, I don't got one. This is over.
And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the 4th. The kickoff team out there set to boot it away. The returner will field it and bring it back. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. That last possession, a prime example, Jesse, of how things get condensed in the red zone.
Hard to throw when the windows are smaller, and that's what happens down near the goal line, David. But for this quarter,
he's off to the races. And a nice pickup on the line and gets down to avoid contact. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Dropping back, it's Howard. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. It's great for this quarterback to take shots down the field, but you just don't want it to feel like a give up or a chuck it up and hope kind of play. Gonna take a shot. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
Time is not on their side right now. They can't afford too many more incompletions like that. They need to come up with some connections, and they've got to score points. They've got to get this passing game going now.
Feeling some heat. And the quarterback bought some time, but not enough. Down he goes with the sack. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He's taking a deep shot. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game.
Well, this offense has a ton of work left ahead of them here in this 2-minute situation late in the game, but the drive off to a good start. You get the first down, you get out of bounds, you work in the perimeter of the field. That is exactly what you want to do.
Throws to the wideout. Just masterful working that sideline and getting the toe down for the catch.
And there's no quit in this team. Obviously, they're trailing late in the game, but they're trying to make it happen. We've seen 2 big plays now, back-to-back. They're putting pressure on this defense.
The Buckeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. Got some room headed to the goal line. Timeout is called by the offense. 16 seconds left in the game.
When you have scrambling quarterbacks, you got to have a spot. You got to have somebody in the middle of the field. Everybody's playing coverage, but that guy's job is to focus on the quarterback and make sure he doesn't scramble.
And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. He looked as if he thought he had it all the way, and this junior makes a play.
Yeah, this is almost icing meat cake, right? Like late in the 4th quarter, you're up by 2 scores. Exactly what you want to do. Get a stop. Now you force a turnover, get your offense back on the field, and now you want to do this. Tick, tick, tick.
Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. Quarterback will take a knee. The defense can stop it one more time, but we are close to being all she wrote. I know a lot of people thought this was going to be a blowout, but this team said, just when you think you have all the answers, I change the questions.
It's so true, Reese. I mean, they had a lot of dudes that we were talking to leading up to this game just had a chip on their shoulder. They just didn't feel like they were being respected, and they wanted to come out and they wanted to prove a point. And David, they did exactly just that.
And it's so much easier to be the underdog. It's so much easier to coach that team and you go, hey, they're ranked. Everybody's talking about them. You don't have a chance. It just builds all that momentum, all that hate, and you just pour it out on the field.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
Welcome, everyone, to a piece of college football history as we crown this season's national champion. There's been so much that's gone into getting here, twists and turns, and now it builds to this, the battle for supremacy. And these two teams have survived the expanded playoff grind. They have battled through a regular season, multiple playoff victories, all sorts of challenges and adversity, and they've arrived at this moment, the battle for that precious trophy. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on a team from the Mountain West, the Hawaii Rainbow Warriors. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined as always by Kirk Herbstreit. And this is it. Two teams enter, one team leaves here as national champions. Let's get this going. Kickoff. This is it, the ultimate game in college football, national championship at stake. And the fair catch signaled for and taken. First down here for this offense. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Catch made on the right side. Stop at the 36. That's good enough to move the sticks.
The quarterback sees that this defense is dropping way back in zone coverage, so he does the right thing. Gets it underneath to that drag route and picks up the first down.
First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Looking to pass. It's Shager. Receiver makes the catch. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down. That's a nice pickup there. They find some space in the zone and pick up the first down.
Yeah, really nice call here, Chris, to be able to pick up this first down on this drag route. The quarterback does a nice job of being patient, waiting for that window to open up in that zone, and he put it right on the money for the receiver to have a chance to not just catch it, but eventually get the first.
Completion good for first down yardage for this offense. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Caught in the backfield. It's Sims. They stopped the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play.
Any good offense has to have a reliable, quick to intermediate passing game. Even though that wasn't enough for the first down, it's plays like this that help you sustain drives and not get stuck with third down and long.
Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Third down play. Looking for a fresh set of downs. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Catch made on the left side. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
In all of our prep work, National championship, and really wondered how this secondary would hold up against this quarterback and this group of receivers. They better be ready to make some adjustments because right now, this quarterback is having his way with them.
The Rainbow Warriors begin a new series here, 1st and 10. We go with a direct snap. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
The defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
To the air, it's Shager. And he'll loft it to the end zone. Oh, and it's dropped right off his hands. A chance for a big play, but a little early nerves on the part of that receiver.
Oh, my gosh, Chris, just what they wanted. You got a chance to make a huge play. Everybody does their job. Great route. Quarterback puts it right on the money, and he just drops it.
7th play of the opening drive. They've moved it, but now face a 3rd down. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the 1st down. Fires it to the wideout. And it's intercepted. Beautiful timing there. Going the other way, can they catch him? And that's a solid return after the interception.
Hey, these guys have been giving up some plays. I mean, this offense looks pretty good. They're moving the ball, but they get him to 3rd down. They get pressure on the quarterback. The quarterback panics, puts that ball into coverage, and this defense comes up with that big interception.
1st down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Brought down for a loss after the completion. Not what they were looking for. Alabama comes up with the line quickly. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Crossing the 40. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. The 20. Past the 10. They're not going to get him. He's in. Touchdown, Bama.
That kind of play is almost impossible to defend. When the quarterback is throwing the ball with that kind of accuracy and timing, and the receiver runs a route like this, good luck trying to stop it. So maybe this is a great start for this combination, this quarterback and receiver, for a big day.
Point after, up and good. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. And here's the fair catch by the return man. The Rainbows offense back on the field now. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. Looking downfield, it's Shager. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
So after the incompletion, it's 2nd down. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Contact as he let the ball go. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Man, you got to love this if you're defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Pressure is coming. Lets it go under heavy pressure, taking a shot. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the football there on 3rd down.
Well, sometimes an answer for an offensive coordinator against a good pass rush is to move the launching point, move the quarterback from one spot to another to affect the rhythm of the pass rush. That's not having any kind of impact at all on this defense. They're getting after this quarterback no matter where he is. They do a good job of it right here.
Finds an open target on the left side. Ball carrier heads out of bounds, but the pickup is good enough to move the chains. 1st down. The decision to go for it doesn't pan out. This should be the last play of the quarter. Movement at the 2nd level of the defense now. pop pass on the jet sweep. Defense makes the tackle here on the final play of the first quarter. Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. And the wideout goes in motion. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play. Alabama comes up to the line quickly. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Great cut. They whiff on him. And he'll get there. Touchdown. Tied.